All right, so get ready because today we are diving deep into the world of saffron.
Ooh, saffron.
We're going way beyond just the spice,
Yeah.
We're going to uncover its history
Okay.
and all the potential health benefits and, it has that reputation for being super expensive.
Yeah, it's like, oh, saffron.
So we are going to find out if it's really worth its weight in gold.
It's funny you mentioned gold because saffron has been valued like almost as highly as gold for thousands of years.
Wow.
Our deep dive today is based on this text called Saffron, A Historical and Medicinal Journey. And let me tell you, this stuff has a history that is as rich and layered as its flavor.
Okay, so where do we even begin with a history that spans millennia? Spill the tea.
Well, we begin our journey in ancient Persia, which is modern-day Iran.
Okay.
That's where saffron was first cultivated.
Okay.
And get this, it was considered a symbol of purity.
Wow.
And even used in religious ceremonies.
Oh, wow.
Imagine that. This tiny spice playing such a significant role in these ancient cultures.
I'm already picturing these elaborate rituals with saffron, like as the star of the show.
Right.
So how did it spread from there? Did it just become the ancient world's trendiest spice?
Basically. Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
From Persia, it spread through trade routes to Mesopotamia,
Okay.
Egypt, even Greece.
Wow.
And each of these cultures adopted saffron, and they used it for everything from dyeing luxurious fabrics
See?
to creating perfumes and cosmetics.
Oh, wow.
It even pops up in Greek mythology and Roman poetry. Can you believe that?
Wow. It seems like saffron was more than just a spice. It was a cultural phenomenon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of cultural phenomena, we can't forget about saffron's reputation as an aphrodisiac.
Oh.
And that belief dates back to ancient times.
Oh, really?
And as you'll see, it continues to intrigue people even today.
Okay, I am definitely curious about that. But first, I want to hear more about how saffron made its way into Europe. Was it through the Roman Empire?
Yes, the Romans played a big role in spreading saffron's fame throughout Europe.
Okay.
But it was during the Middle Ages that saffron really hit its peak in Europe,
Okay.
becoming a symbol of wealth and luxury. It was used in royal feasts, medicines, even as a form of currency. Imagine paying your taxes with saffron.
That's wild. So it wasn't just about the flavor then, it was a status symbol too.
Absolutely. And that brings us to Spain,
Okay.
which became a major producer of saffron, integrating it into its iconic dishes like paella.
Okay.
And that's the saffron we're most familiar with today.
That's the one we know and love. Okay.
Yes.
So we've journeyed through saffron's glamorous past, but what about its medicinal potential?
Yeah.
Is there any truth to those ancient healing claims?
Well, that's where saffron, a historical and medicinal journey gets really interesting.
Okay.
It dives deep into how saffron has been used in traditional Persian and Arabic medicine
Okay.
for centuries. And what's fascinating is that modern research is starting to validate some of those traditional uses.
So it's not just folklore then, there's actual science backing it up.
Exactly.
Okay.
And to really get a grasp on this, let's focus on 5 key areas where saffron's potential really shines through.
Okay.
We'll explore its impact on mood, pain, digestion, its antioxidant power.
Okay.
And of course, we'll revisit that aphrodisiac idea you mentioned.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with mood. Is there any evidence that saffron can actually boost your mood?
Well, you might be surprised to learn that saffron is being studied as a potential natural antidepressant.
Really?
And the research is quite promising.
Interesting.
Specifically, the compounds crocin and saffronol are showing real potential in alleviating symptoms of depression and anxiety.
Wait, so you're saying saffron could actually rival antidepressants? How does that even work?
It's fascinating, really. These compounds seem to work by increasing levels of serotonin in the brain,
Okay.
which plays a crucial role in regulating mood,
Right.
sleep, and appetite.
Got it.
In fact, some studies suggest that saffron might be as effective as certain prescription antidepressants.
Wow.
But of course, more research is needed.
Of course. Yeah. That's incredible. It really makes you wonder how much we still have to learn about the power of plants. So what else is saffron good for?
Well, let's talk about pain relief and inflammation.
Okay.
Saffron has a long history of being used to treat all sorts of aches and pains, from arthritis to headaches.
Yeah.
And guess what? Modern science is starting to uncover why.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's the scientific explanation for saffron's pain-relieving properties?
It all boils down to crocin,
Okay.
that powerful compound we mentioned earlier. Crocin seems to have this remarkable ability to inhibit certain enzymes that trigger inflammation in the body.
Oh.
In simpler terms, it's like saffron is putting the brakes on those pain signals.
So it's not just masking the pain, it's actually addressing the underlying inflammation.
That's right. And that's what makes it so intriguing for conditions like arthritis, which are characterized by chronic inflammation.
So we've got mood boosting and pain relief. What's next on saffron's list of superpowers?
Well, let's not forget about digestion.
Oh, yeah.
You know how we talked about saffron being used in traditional medicine for like tummy troubles?
Yes. It's like saffron's been this gut health hero for centuries.
Right.
But does modern science support those claims?
You know, it's funny. It's fascinating how often traditional wisdom aligns with scientific discoveries.
Yeah.
And in the case of saffron, research suggests it might actually help stimulate appetite and improve that overall digestive process.
So how does it work its magic on our digestive system? Is it soothing inflammation in the gut, or is there something else going on?
It seems to be a multifaceted approach. Saffron contains these compounds that can help soothe the gut lining,
Okay.
reduce gas and bloating, and even promote the growth of beneficial bacteria.
Oh, cool.
It's like a little tune-up for your digestive system.
That's amazing. I'm starting to see why saffron has been so highly valued for so long. It's like this tiny spice pack's a massive punch in terms of health benefits.
It really does. And speaking of packing a punch, let's move on to saffron's incredible antioxidant power.
Okay.
You probably heard about antioxidants,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And how they're essential for protecting ourselves from damage.
Yes, they're like the superheroes of the cellular world,
Right.
fighting off those villainous free radicals.
Exactly.
But is there something special about saffron's antioxidants?
Absolutely. Saffron is incredibly rich in a specific group of antioxidants called carotenoids,
Okay.
particularly crocin, quercetin, and safranol.
Got it.
These potent antioxidants work together to neutralize free radicals, which can wreak havoc on our cells and contribute to all sorts of chronic diseases.
So it's not just about the quantity of antioxidants, but also the specific types that saffron contains.
Exactly. And these particular carotenoids in saffron have been linked to some pretty impressive health benefits, including reducing the risk of heart disease,
Wow.
cancer, and even Alzheimer's disease.
Wow, saffron really is a powerhouse. Okay, I can't hold back any longer. We have to talk about saffron's reputation as an aphrodisiac. Is there any scientific evidence to support that age-old claim?
Yes. The intriguing world of saffron and romance.
Right.
It's a topic that has captured imaginations for centuries.
For sure.
Well, it's not a love potion
Okay.
or a guaranteed ticket to a steamy evening.
Gotcha.
There is some emerging research suggesting that saffron might have a positive impact on libido and sexual function.
So it's not just a myth perpetuated by poets and romantics.
Well, let's just say that saffron's effects on desire and performance are still being studied.
Okay.
But some preliminary research suggests that it might enhance blood flow, which could be beneficial for both men and women experiencing sexual dysfunction.
That's fascinating. It seems like saffron is full of surprises. We've covered so much ground today, from its rich history and cultural significance to its impressive medicinal potential. But I'm curious, what does this all mean for the average person? If someone's listening to this and thinking, wow, I need more saffron in my life, where do they even begin?
That's a great question. And it's important to approach saffron with a healthy dose of informed curiosity.
Okay.
Remember, it's a spice, not a miracle cure.
Right.
It can complement a healthy lifestyle,
Yes.
but it's not a replacement for medical advice or treatment.
Right. We're not suggesting anyone ditch their medications and start chugging saffron tea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're considering using saffron for specific health concerns, it's always best to consult with your doctor first.
Yes.
Especially if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or taking other medications.
Safety first, always. But let's say someone's intrigued by saffron's potential benefits and wants to explore, incorporating it into their diet. Any tips on how to choose high-quality saffron and use it effectively?
That's a crucial point because saffron quality can vary widely.
Yeah.
You definitely want to look for reputable sources that sell pure, high-quality saffron threads.
Okay.
And a little tip, avoid powdered saffron,
Okay.
as it's often adulterated with other ingredients. You want the real deal.
Good to know. And I've heard that real saffron threads should have that vibrant, deep red color and a slightly bitter, almost honey-like aroma.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And here's another tip. to enhance that flavor and aroma.
Okay.
Lightly toast the saffron threads in a dry pan for just a few seconds before using them.
Oh, okay.
It really awakens those incredible aromatic compounds.
Oh, that's a great tip. I'm definitely going to try that. Now, what about dosage? Is there a recommended amount of saffron to use to experience those potential health benefits?
That's a tricky question because research on saffron dosage is still ongoing.
Yeah.
However, most studies looking at its medicinal effects have used doses ranging from 30 to 400 milligrams per day,
Okay.
often divided into multiple doses.
So it sounds like starting small and paying attention to how your body responds is key.
Right.
It's all about finding what works best for you.
Precisely. And it's worth noting that saffron can interact with certain medications.
Yeah.
So again, talking to your doctor is always a good idea.
Yes, for sure. All right, let's shift gears from health benefits to culinary delights. What are some creative ways to use saffron beyond the classic paella or risotto?
Oh, the possibilities are endless. One of my favorite ways to use saffron is to infuse it in warm milk or cream.
Ooh, yum.
It creates this luxurious golden-hued base that's perfect for desserts, sauces, or even beverages. Imagine a saffron-infused latte.
Okay, now you're talking. That sounds absolutely divine.
Yeah.
What about incorporating saffron into baked goods? I've seen some stunning saffron buns and cakes.
Absolutely. Saffron's delicate flavor and vibrant color can elevate your baking game.
Yeah.
You can add a pinch to your dough or batter, or even make a saffron-infused simple syrup to brush over your creations.
I'm officially inspired. It seems like saffron is having a real moment right now, both in the culinary world and in the wellness space. Do you think it's becoming more than just a spice?
I think it's safe to say that saffron is experiencing a resurgence of interest.
Yeah.
As people seek out natural ways to enhance their health and well-being,
Mm-hmm.
saffron's potential benefits are definitely catching attention, and its unique flavor and aroma are captivating chefs and food lovers alike.
Yeah, it makes sense. In a world where we're bombarded with synthetic solutions, there's something truly appealing about turning to something so ancient and natural.
And it's not just about the benefits, it's about the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Saffron has this incredible ability to transport us to different cultures and times,
Oh, yeah.
to evoke a sense of history and tradition with every bite or sip.
It's like a culinary time machine.
It really is.
And with its vibrant color and delicate aroma, it adds a touch of luxury to even the simplest dishes.
Exactly. It's about elevating the everyday, appreciating the small things, and finding joy in the connections between food, culture, and well-being.
This deep dive has left me feeling so inspired.
Yeah.
I'm ready to stock up on saffron and experiment with all sorts of delicious and maybe even healing concoctions.
That's the spirit. And remember, it's all about mindful exploration, finding what works best for you. Saffron's story is still unfolding,
Yeah.
and it's an exciting journey to be a part of.
You know, I'm already envisioning a future where saffron isn't just like a gourmet spice, but a widely recognized source of natural wellness.
Yeah, it's certainly a possibility.
Right.
Just imagine saffron-infused teas for relaxation,
Ooh.
saffron extracts in aromatherapy blends, maybe even saffron-based supplements, personalized for specific health needs.
That would be incredible. It seems like saffron bridges that gap between ancient wisdom and modern science, offering like a more holistic approach to well-being.
You know, that's precisely what makes this deep dive so fascinating. It's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about understanding the interconnectedness of things, how history, culture, and science all intertwine to shape our understanding of the world.
It's like saffron is a thread connecting the past, present, and future, reminding us that the past informs the present and that the future holds endless possibilities waiting to be uncovered.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Well, this deep dive into saffron has been a true sensory and intellectual feast.
Yes.
We've journeyed through time,
Yeah.
explored ancient traditions, uncovered scientific insights, and even glimpsed into a future where this remarkable spice might play an even greater role in our lives.
It's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you, and I hope our listeners have been equally inspired and intrigued by saffron's remarkable story.
I have a feeling they have. Before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a thought-provoking question. Considering saffron's rich history, its potential benefits, and its growing presence in our modern world, could saffron become more than just a spice in your life?
That's a question worth pondering. Perhaps saffron is more than just a spice. Perhaps it's a symbol of the interconnectedness of all things, a reminder that the past informs the present and that the future holds endless possibilities waiting to be uncovered.
Beautifully said. So, dear listeners, we encourage you to continue exploring, to stay curious, and to embrace the wonders that await you in every corner of this fascinating world. Until our next deep dive, stay thirsty for knowledge and may your journey be filled with joy, discovery, and of course, a sprinkle of saffron magic.